Hey babes, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going through some of my April favorites, specifically beauty. I'm so excited to go through some of these with you because they are top notch, let me tell you that for free. I've got some really good recommendations and I just cannot put them down. So make sure you subscribe to my channel. I upload every single Wednesday at 5 PM, so you can find beauty stuff, vlogs, clothing hauls, all of that right here on my channel, and subscribing is absolutely free, so make sure you hit the subscribe button and let's get into it. Okay, so before we get into the video, I do need to do a disclaimer about my nail. It's so annoying because the rest of my nails are long and I literally have this one which is short. I ripped it off when I was on holiday. If you didn't watch my Center Parks vlog, it's actually in there, so go and watch that after this video. I'll pop a little card in here if you want to see it. We had the best time but not the most successful for the nails, so yeah, you'll just have to ignore this throughout the video. But my first beauty favorite product is the Be Bare bronzer, and I don't feel like this is very talked about, especially like on TikTok and stuff like that, but this bronzer is so perfect for me. It's like the perfect shade, and sometimes I feel like with bronzers you can go a bit like OTT with them. You can go a bit orange a bit too quickly, and yeah, it's just not the best sometimes. But this is like my perfect natural shade, so for everyday wear I absolutely love this, especially to go to work in, like when I've not got much makeup on. I did actually wear it today, so you can see it on a more full face of makeup, but my favorite time to use this is when I'm going to work, when I've got like a natural face of makeup on. I'll do a little swatch for you so you can see it. You'll have to ignore that my hands are also quite pale. The tan is coming off. But you can see here, it's not like a super orange shade, but all over it's just so gorgeous. It's not too cool, it's not too warm. It's just so good. This is in the shade Bronzed Bliss. So yeah, I've been really liking this during April. My next favorite I've actually been using for a few months now. I've been using it since January. So although I have been using it for that period of time, I feel like I've really seen a difference in April, and I'll explain why. Number 2 is the Glow For It Lash Serum. This is a lash serum that grows your eyelashes, and I've tried quite a few and some of them work really well, some of them don't work at all, and this I find to be one of those that works really well, and it's really inexpensive. So the other one I've tried that I thought worked amazingly was Revitalash, and that was before all of these other lash brands kind of like came out. I tried that quite a few years ago and it does grow your lashes amazingly, but it also makes my lash root really red, so I kind of look like I've got an eye infection a lot of the time when I'm using it. So you've got to like pick your wins, you know. Then I tried another brand, UK Lash. I didn't really find that did anything. It might have made my lashes like a little bit stronger, but there was like no length growth or anything. I just didn't really get on with that one. But this is my perfect in between. So it doesn't make my eyes red, but it also makes them grow, and it's really affordable, much more so than Revitalash. It's got a really nice little nib to apply it with, and I've just been really liking it. They say this is a 1 month supply, but I've literally had this since January and it's still going. So yeah, I've really noticed a massive difference in my lash growth with this. And the main reason I'm including it in my April favorites is because I actually got a lash lift in April. This was for the holiday that I was talking about earlier, and that was when I really saw my actual natural lashes like come through. I was like, oh my god, these are my natural lashes. I was buzzing. Obviously I have strip lashes on right now, so these aren't them naturally, but if I can, I will try and insert like some photos so you can see like the before and after that I'm actually talking about. But this has gone quite viral on TikTok, and I can see the hype. There's a few different ones on TikTok, but I really like this one, and I've really seen a difference. For number 3, I'm going to include SPFs. So these are 2 different ones. We have the Glow Hub Defend Yourself sunscreen, and then we also have the Beauty of Joseon Rice SPF. I've just been really loving these 2, and they're all I've been reaching for this month. I've been using the Defend Yourself sunscreen for like work, and I've just been lathering this on when I don't necessarily have any skin problems. I just want to protect my skin. But also in April, I have been applying a new skincare product, which I'm going to include in a second. And if I use that product, I've been applying this the next day. This one is really good because it's a rice probiotic SPF, so it's going to help you to build back that skin barrier, and it's also going to help to build that hydration back. Sometimes SPFs can be a little bit drying or stripping, but this is almost like a moisturizer and an SPF in one. It's just got some really good skincare ingredients in, and it's also Korean, so you know it's going to be good. So when my skin has had a little bit of like a dry spell or needs a little bit of extra TLC, I've been applying this, but just on an everyday kind of basis, I've been applying this Defend Yourself sunscreen. You can see how much I've been loving it, and I've actually already got a backup ready. So whilst we're on the skincare topic, I will talk about that product that I just mentioned. That is the Medicate Intelligent Retinol 6TR. It is a high quality retinol, which is 0.6%. And if you're wanting to be serious about your retinol game, I would highly recommend Medicate. I actually went to a dermatologist company. They are called Get Harley. You can look at them on Instagram or like on their website, and I went to them because I was kind of struggling with my acne. I've had like a long history with my acne. I've been struggling with it since I was a teenager, but I found the pill, the contraceptive pill, has really helped me. However, last year I came off the contraceptive pill for different personal reasons, but I really wanted to try and get my skin under control without having to use contraception, because there are many different risks to contraception, as we probably all know. So I was like, right, I really want to grasp just me and my skin without anything else in my body. I tried doing it my way and it didn't really work. I was really struggling with my breakouts, my spots, like my texture on my forehead. So I was like, I'm just gonna bite the bullet and go to this Get Harley clinic. I had a friend recommend them to me. I went to them, I had a consultation. It was a half-an-hour consultation, which you pay £40 for, and then they recommend you products specifically for your skin. And I got a whole new plan, but this was one of the products they recommended. And I just feel like it's really affordable. You get a really nice amount in here. Medicate also provide a lot of different retinols, and I just think it's really good. And quite frankly, I also like the aesthetic of it. So yeah, that's why I've been really liking this, and I'm really happy with how my skin is doing. I did have to stop for about a week or so in April because, as I mentioned before, I got like a lash lift and I got my eyebrows done at the same time. So you can't have retinol on your skin if you're getting waxed and stuff, because it can literally rip your skin off. But I have been using this since I think February now, and yeah, I've really noticed a difference in my skin, and I really think it's due to my new skincare routine and specifically this product. But just a little disclaimer, I would always recommend speaking to a dermatologist before going on to like serious amounts of retinol. That one is actually a fairly low dosage, but that one was recommended to me because of a dermatologist. So I wouldn't recommend just going and buying that on a whim, you know. But as you can see, my skin is looking like really glowy and really clear, so I'm chuffed at the minute. So I'm about halfway, and the next product I want to talk about, I'm going to switch it up, and this is a makeup product. This is the By Ellie Brow Dust. This product I slept on for so long. It is a brow eyeshadow, and this is what it looks like inside. I think mine is in the shade Cocoa. I think that's the right shade. I can't seem to see it on the back, but maybe I'm being blind. But I saw these, and I'm going to be completely honest, I thought this was just a large overpriced eyeshadow. I really did not think this was gonna change my eyebrow game. I was kind of like struggling with my eyebrows a bit because I had the NYX brow pen, and although I absolutely love that, I use the By Ellie brow texture. It is this product here. I'm sure you've seen it around, but I really like it. It doesn't give you a laminated brow effect, but just holds them really well. Anyway, I've been loving this, and because I've been using that, sometimes it's hard to get the colour on top of that product, and I've really struggled to find a product that does that. I hope I'm making sense. But yeah, then I thought I'm just gonna try this. It's obviously from the same company, from the same range, and my god, am I flipping glad I have. So although it looks like an eyeshadow, it's not the same like texture as a powdery eyeshadow. I'll do a little swatch for you. So I feel like you're probably not going to be able to see the texture of it because obviously you're not feeling it, but this is it here. So it's not like a really super dark pigmented powdery eyeshadow. It's actually quite creamy, and it doesn't give a lot of kind of kickback. There's not a lot of excess product, so it's not like using an eyeshadow. And because it's not super duper pigmented, it has like that kind of like fluffiness, that forgiveness, and it makes your brows look really natural. I can't really explain it. I feel like I'm talking gobbledygook, but if you try it, I feel like you know what I mean. It's just so suitable for the eyebrows, and I wouldn't use this on the eyes. It's not something that would really pay off on the eyes, but on the eyebrows it's just amazing, and I feel like you just have to try it and trust my word for it. So if you're looking for a brow product to go with like your brow gels that go on really nicely alongside that, I would definitely give that one a go. Next up we have makeup brushes, and a specific brand of makeup brushes. So not particularly a style, like I love all of these, but it's actually a particular brand that I've tried recently. I can't exactly remember what month it was that I actually got these. It was definitely before April, but when I tell you, I have not stopped using these. I have loads of makeup brushes. These are the clean ones. I have a whole bag of dirty ones on the floor. And every single time I use these makeup brushes, my makeup comes out flawlessly. And I'm quite strict with my makeup brushes, so I only tend to use them twice before I wash them. So that means all of my good brushes, I constantly have them on the floor in a makeup bag ready to be washed. And when I tell you, I wash them, and as soon as I wash them, I've used them again. They are the first makeup brushes that I always pick up. They're just like insane quality, and I don't know, I feel like with makeup brushes you have to really get a decent one, a really good set of makeup brushes, like high-end makeup brushes, and then do your makeup and see the difference it makes. And obviously we all need that cheap set of makeup brushes, like just to throw around and throw on. But if you can get some really decent makeup brushes, I would highly recommend doing so. These will last me for years upon years upon years. Have I even told you the brand of them? I don't think I have I? I've just sat here babbling on about them. They are the Joy Adenuga brushes. I have actually mentioned some of these in my previous videos, but this is what they look like. One in particular I've been loving is this one. It's more of like a flat kind of foundation brush. It just says cream, liquid, powder, 0, 1, 2 or 12. But when I apply my foundation with this, oh my god, so good. They've just released a new red collection, and oh my god, it looks so good. I really want them. Check them out. It's a black owned business, so I absolutely love that, and they are just insane quality. If you follow me on TikTok and Instagram, you would have seen that I went to the H&B Cosmetics launch party last week, which was amazing by the way, but I made sure that these brushes were clean, ready to do my makeup for that event. I was not about to go without these brushes. And obviously, speaking of which, it has to be part of my April favourites. This is insane. This foundation has like changed my makeup game. This is the H&B Cosmetics Silky Matte Weightless Foundation, and although I obviously discovered this late April, I have been using it and I can't put it down. I think it's my new favourite foundation that I will honestly use for a very long time. I got 3 of the different shades, and I would say they run quite warm, especially if you're like a fake tan girly like me. I would go for the cool selection. I usually wear MF7C. I've also got MF9W and MF8M. MF7C is definitely my best match, and of course I'm actually wearing it today. So even though it says it's matte, it definitely isn't like matte and drying and cakey. I'm not gonna say like too much on this because I am actually gonna do a review on this for you guys. Honestly, I want to rave about this from the rooftops, but I'm gonna save all of my thoughts for next week's video on my review because I have a lot to say about this. But that has definitely been in my April favourites. How much water do you guys usually drink? I usually try to aim for 2, and then throughout the day I'll probably have like a couple of cups of tea as well. Herbal tea only. I don't like English breakfast tea, so always a herbal tea. I really like chamomile and peppermint because peppermint is really good for digestion. Does that count as a April beauty fave? Maybe. But anywho, I digress. This one is actually consisting of 2 products. So this is like a range, and it's the Beauty Crop Peptide Calm range. I bought these when they first came out. I think it was in January, and you can see I've literally finished them both. I think I got my last squeeze of moisturizer out of this morning, and I'm very sad. Will I be repurchasing? Absolutely. And this mist, I can't get enough of. I use it every single day without fail. I don't actually have a skincare like mist. I obviously have a lot of setting sprays and a lot of makeup mists, but I don't have a skincare one. And I used to have one. I got one in a beauty advent calendar not too long ago. It wasn't this year, it was the year before. And I really liked it. It just felt really luxurious and like an extra step. It felt like a treat me moment. And I loved that I felt like I could treat myself every single day just by doing a little mist of the skincare. Like a super easy step, but I don't know, just felt like really extra and a really like simple self-care moment. That probably sounds really crazy, but it just made me feel really bougie, and I really like it. It's nice and balancing, it's nice and calming, hydrating. And when I apply this, before I apply like my serums and my moisturizer, I really know. Okay, sorry, my camera just did this really weird thing with the memory card. It said insufficient space, but there's like nothing on it. So it's recording now, I'm hoping it's okay. So sorry, I got cut off there. Lost my train of thought. But anywho, yeah, I've been loving these in April. I've pretty much finished them both in April, and I've been loving them in April because they've made my skin really glowy, perfect for spring, lovely bit of hydration. Yeah, these last ones I just couldn't not include. So I'm including this one as a beauty fave. Is it beauty fave? I don't know. I'm gonna show you. So you tell me. They're claw clips. I'm in my claw clip era, and I know claw clips have been in for quite a while. As you can see, I've got fairly long hair. It's not super thick. I would just say it's normal. It's not fine, but it's also not very thick. And the amount of times I have tried to clip this up and it failed, because claw clips a lot of the time don't hold a lot of hair. So I have like really refined my collection to the ones that really work for long hair. If you have long hair like me and you really struggle with claw clips, start off with metal ones. The metal ones are so good. They're just like a bit more harsh. Excuse me. What I like to do is grab it and then I twist it around my finger like that and kind of hold it at the top. I'm hoping you can see this. And then grab my claw clip, and then the metal ones just grab it really well, and that's basically what I do. I'm not saying it looks the best, but I just feel like they work really, really well, the metal ones, more so than the plastic ones. I would say with the plastic ones you have to get quite big ones, and sometimes I don't always want a big one. I want like a dainty one. So yeah, metal like these ones, because they open really wide as well. Whereas again, the plastic ones don't always open that wide to like get all your hair in. So this is what it looks like. I've just been really liking them. They're super handy, and I'm trying to work on my hair health to like make sure I don't get receding hairline and my hair doesn't snap off. I also really, really like this one. I know these are plastic. For example, this won't hold my hair. So I have to use this, like if I put my hair in a bun, and then instead of using a hairband, I'll like grip it with this. So if I tried to do this hairstyle with this clip, it wouldn't work. I don't know why, they just don't. But yeah, this one is quite good, and these ones are really good because they're like a bit bigger. I would highly recommend metal ones as well. So yeah, been loving them. I think I'm actually just going to keep my hair like this for the rest of the video, because I'm going to go and walk a dog after this. I'm probably going to be like the most glamorous person on this dog walk, but that's just how I roll. I'm actually dog sitting for my neighbour's dog because she's out today, and it's a Sunday, and I'm so excited because I really want a dog. I really, really want one, and I really just love looking after him. His name's Marley, and he's like the softest. He's actually quite scared of me, which is really sad, but he's really shy, and he's just like the whole time. So cute. So me and Marley are going to go on a dog walk. We're going to bond. Hopefully he's really fond of me by the end, but yeah, he's so cute. Okay, so now we are on the last two. A brand I cannot get enough of. I love everything about them. Claudia Kilsby. If you have not heard of Claudia Kilsby, where have you been? They have the nicest lashes. So Claudia Kilsby, I feel like I really resonate and I really love Claudia's kind of aesthetic and like brand image. It's very like clean girl and just really simple and easy to understand, because I feel like, especially with lashes, when you buy lashes, it's really hard to understand like the styles. I find that like a lot of them look the same and the numbers don't really make sense to me. Whereas Claudia Kilsby has named their lashes like HL3, so it's half lash and then just a number 3, or they've got FL3, which is full lash 3. It just kind of like makes sense, and their lash range isn't like super duper long, so again you can kind of like pick your styles quite easily. You're not like overwhelmed for choice. I'm actually wearing one of their lashes right now. I am wearing HL3, which is a more full half lash, and then I've also been obsessed with HL7. HL7 is super natural. These are HL7, and as you can see they are quite well loved, but you can like hardly tell that you've got these on. I actually love them. And I was using another lash brand's lash glue, and I was like, this is terrible. It didn't stick my lashes on. The inner corners would just like pop off. It was genuinely so diabolical, and the actual applicator was so bad as well. And I was asking around like some of my makeup friends, like, what lash glue do you use? I need a new one. And everyone said Claudia Kilsby, and I was like, girl, I'm on it. Already loved her lashes, so I was like, I need to get the lash glue. got it. Is it amazing? Yes. Yes, it bloody is. So now I love Claudia Kilsby even more because they do a amazing lash glue. So yeah, I've just been loving everything about that brand and been loving their lashes. These are the lashes I also wore to the HMB Cosmetics foundation event and everyone said they really like them. So yes, been loving that. And the final one, not really a beauty favourite, but I was like, I can't not include it. It's amazing. So I'm actually wearing them now. It's Boho Moon. Boho Moon jewellery is insane. I have loved Boho Moon jewellery for, I'm gonna say, about 4 years now. And if you're just watching my channel, maybe this is the first video you've watched or you've only watched a couple of them, you won't know that earlier in 2023 around October time we got burgled in this house and my jewellery, all of my gold jewellery got stolen. I was gutted. Some of it was sentimental and some of it I just loved. Some of it was like £10 from Boho Moon, some of it was like £30 from Boho Moon. But over the years I had collected this amazing gold jewellery stash. I had like so many different earrings, so many different necklaces, and it all got taken. So although some of it was obviously about the kind of value of it, some of it I was just gutted about because they were from Boho Moon. Like literally my whole collection was Boho Moon. And yeah, I was just gutted. So I had to rebuy a lot of it. So I don't have the same amount that I had before. But all the jewellery I wear, pretty much apart from sentimental stuff, is Boho Moon. So all of my bracelets are Boho Moon. God, my hand looks so pale and awful there. The actual tan difference is diabolical. I'm so sorry. Rings, also Boho Moon, although some of them are sentimental. All of my earrings are Boho Moon, like my stacks that I'm wearing right now, and I've also got hoops from them. They're just so good. And let me tell you why I included it in my April favourites. Although this isn't beauty, I feel like you're still gonna dig it, because when I went on holiday, my family were like, God, aren't you gonna take your jewellery off for swimming in the rapids at Centre Parks? Again, you can watch the little vlog. And I was like, no, I don't need to, because it's tarnish free. And they were like, what? And they were like, God, that's like a lot of expensive jewellery. And I was like, no, it's so affordable. So yeah, that was the last thing. But everything I've said is just like so good. It makes me so happy and I've been obsessed with all of these. Hopefully you found something that you also might want to try, or maybe you've also been loving something that I've mentioned. If you have, let me know in the comments, and also let me know your April beauty favourite. Maybe it's hair care, makeup, whatever it is, let me know. Next week's video, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be doing a HMB Cosmetics foundation review because I feel like it just needs to be on my channel. So if you're after a new foundation that's really affordable, then make sure to come and watch that video first. It'll be same time, same place next week, Wednesday at 5 PM. I'm now off on a dog walk, I can't wait. And I'll see you next Wednesday for that foundation review. Bye babes. Mwah.